How's it going, guys? I'm Sam Hard and this is a Ford Mustang, one of the most iconic muscle cars ever made. And a while back I made a video restoring one that I found abandoned in a junkyard, but this is not that car, okay? I promise you. This is a car that was sent to me because the owner saw my video and needed help. This car was on its own restoration journey at a high-end repair shop, but ended up sitting outside rotting away for the better part of a year. So let me just show you how bad it is, okay? Rust is starting to come through on the doors and the lower arches. The underneath is completely corroded and covered in surface rust. And on top of that, the car doesn't run, hence famous Dave here pushing it through the gates. This car used to have air conditioning and an amazing sound system too, but all that is long gone. But on top of that, we have really got our work cut out. We've got to get this car from wreck to wow in just 10 days, as we've got a massive project landing here at the Hard Up Garage. So let's get her in and show this pony some love.
So the list is quite overwhelming, I'm not going to lie to you. There is so much work to do on this car in such a short space of time. But you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to pop the bonnet, I'm going to get the bonnet off, okay? And I'm going to start tearing down the engine. I want to get the transmission off, I want to get the drive shaft out, I want to get the engine out, I want to completely tear this car down today. And normally I'd show you every nook and cranny, and if something happens along the way that is unexpected, I'll grab the camera, but I'm going to do this in time lapse. Engine, gearbox, prop shaft, let's do it.
The reason we're pulling the engine out is because I want to refresh everything, including the paint. I want to put new spark plugs on it. I want to make this thing raw like it should. On top of that, we're going to have to take the interior out, replace the audio system, fit a brand new vintage air system, and basically update everything, including the wheels, the tyres, the suspension, the brakes. We've got our work out, so let's crack on.
Okay, so the engine is completely stripped, the sump's off, it's going to be sandblasted, all the parts are laid out nice and neat. But really what we need to do now, we've basically been around and wire brushed all the engines, and we need to paint this bright blue, which is this stuff right there, and it's designed basically for engines. We are getting there, we are making headway. So now onto the painting bit, and this is the bit that is the most therapeutic. Let's go.
If you paint this engine correctly, it will last 4 years. So make sure that base is nice and clean, and make sure you take your time and apply several coats, and it will come out looking absolutely amazing.
Okay, so with the engine fully painted and cleaned and ready for everything new, and this is the bit that is the most therapeutic. Let's go. Okay, so with the engine fully painted and cleaned and ready for everything new, our parts order has arrived. This is only about half of what we're going to need. So we've got our rear shocks, our gas struts, our U-joints, our gaskets, our air filters, engine mounts, we've got everything. I'm going to go outside. It's a really sunny day, which is super rare in the UK. I'm going to start throwing this bad boy back together. I think I got my work cut out.
First of all, it's on to making sure that that inlet manifold is torqued down correctly and every bolt is in its right place.
Okay, so we've hit a bit of a wall. We're still waiting on some gaskets for America, which is our sump gasket. Everything is back together. It's looking really, really good. We're now going to transition this back onto the engine stand. So we've got the hoist, and then we're going to put the gearbox on here and do exactly the same to the gearbox. But obviously, we've been using Boxo tools. Every single tool we have done this job with is with Boxo. If you love them, like I do, and you've got no reason not to, you need to go check them out below. The link's below, they're amazing. They've been supporting me since day one. Okay, so the gearbox is now on the stand, and now we've wire brushed it. We've made sure that the surface is all adhesive. The surface is scratched, all right? The paint's gonna stick. So right, we're gonna paint the silver bit silver, we're gonna paint the middle bit black. We're gonna do the silver first, then the black, then we're gonna turn the gearbox over and do the pan. We're gonna wire brush that. But I'll tell you what, this is coming together.
Wow, and if you've got your transmission out, why not make it look as pretty as this? I know no one's gonna see it, but you'll know. On to cleaning up that exhaust and the prop shaft, because we wanna make this original exhaust look as good as it sounds.
Remember to lift with your legs. Oh, that was good. And then back down again.
It's very heavy, this, isn't it?
Oh, we achieved something. So we've completed the engine, we've completed the gearbox, we haven't got it back in yet, but now we've got to replace these rear springs. They look okay, but they are very boingy and they have lost their sort of shape a little bit. We're going to replace the rear shock absorbers as well, David. That'd be shocking, wouldn't it?
Shocking.
Shocking, Adam. Shocking. So yeah, so next thing out is the rear axle. What I want to do, drop the axle on the floor on the tyres. We're going to roll it outside, pressure wash the whole axle itself. We'll just get the handbrake cable disconnected. Let's get the shocks disconnected, disconnect our single brake pipe, and then drop the axle on the floor. I'm having a great time.
I'm sure Dave's having a great time too, but removing all these bolts and getting this axle out is really important. But on top of that, we found a shocking discovery.
So both of these rear axle bolts are finger tight, and that is no strength at all. That is absolutely loose as anything, which is probably doesn't help with the handling at the back, does it? That's shocking, that is.
It's shocking.
Okay. It's really fun.
Is it?
Right, drop it down, axle out, let's go. So, massive thanks to the guys at Garage Equipment Online, supplied me with both 2-post lifts and the 3-phase compressor. Without them, we wouldn't be here today, we'd be really struggling on the floor, so massive thanks to them. Put it out!
Bolts out.
Other side, got this one now, Dave. Oh! Well, basically, fronts are out, now that back rear one is our
I'm
problem.
going to take this shackle out quick. Pull that like that, and we're free.
Okay, right, now, if we go up with the ramp, we're free. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Pretty scary. We were driving this thing up the road yesterday, and today it's in a million pieces. I think this is always like the scariest point because it looks like it will never go back together.
Normally in Samard terms, it would never go back
Usually it
together.
would be like this for like 6 to 8 working years. Over to the wash bay.
Over to the wash bay, mate. Once again, our trusty iron remover, because that's basically what we're using.
Cleaning this axle revealed this horrible blue paint. I think the underneath of the car needs to be completely black and completely shiny.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is try and roll the axle upside down. Adam, can I have your help, bruv? So I've employed like the muscliest, most muscular, manly electrician, both sides of Bovington Tank Museum, to help me. Okay. That went surprisingly well. Easy.
Can you believe that just a couple of days ago we were driving this car around? Now it is fully disassembled. We've sanded it down, we've primed it, and we've painted the axle, and in my opinion it looks amazing. I tell you what, the 7-day deadline we got for this is approaching fast, and I just don't know if we're going to be able to do it. But doesn't that look freaking amazing?
Right, so these are the original ones, and as you can see, they've lost their shape completely. They should be nice and flat and nice and strong, and they haven't. They've sprung all the way down. That's the reason we're replacing them. Brand new U-bolts. They look really, really nice. They're just going to change the look of things, make it look a lot cleaner underneath.
Making sure that these leaf springs are the right way around and they are fitted correctly is going to ensure a real safe first drive. Wow.
So it's been a lot of hard work. We've got both our leaf springs bolted on. We haven't tightened them right up yet because obviously there's quite a lot of play left to right when you can actually move the coil spring like that, you see. So we need to make sure that we can get that inside the car. We're giving it 3 coats of paint. That's not something I've charged the customer for. I'm just doing it because the axle's out and it feels like the right thing to do. We've got to flip the axle back over. We've got to take it back underneath. Axle done, engine done, gearbox done. Next is the front suspension. Then interior teardown. That looks pretty good, that. Right, now, come under here. Come under here. Okay, so before we get the rear axle back in, which is looking amazing, I want to wire brush all this dirt, grime, and dust out of the car, and then we're going to underseal the whole thing with Dinitrol. So yeah, we're doing all right.
Talking of doing all right, this car is far from it. The amount of dirt, rust and grime that's come off is unbelievable.
Okay, so we've swept up and there's a massive pile of dust and dirt. Yeah, we've completely wire brushed all under here. We've gone all the way through it. We are going to get some underseal and underseal this, but we're also going to primer the rusty affected areas as well. But yeah, it's a million times better than it was. Really happy with it. So the rear area is completely Dinitrolled. So now it's a matter of getting that rear axle back in the hole. But first I'm going to whip out our shock absorbers because I've got some sexy new ones and these are rock hard. But the reason the suspension felt so bad is because there is no strut, bush and no washer on top at all. So we're pulling these out and putting new ones in. Lucky we did, to be honest. Otherwise you can see why that's going bang, bang, bang every time we go over a bump.
Honestly, getting this shock in is really a good start, but making sure that axle is aligned is really important. I don't think we've ever done so much in such a short period of time, but it's vital that we get it right first time.
Oh, so we've got one side in. Gonna try and get the other side in. I've only got about 6 inches. Don't tell my wife. Right, drop it down, Dave. Whoa!
Yeah, that's scary. I don't think this is what they mean. And they said coming out of the closet. It's quite tight under there, but looks like our rear axle is back in. Front wheel's back on. I think we've got to check the ride height. I want it to be original. These are the original shocks, but they had sunken right down because the old ones were knackered. I am absolutely shattered. We've achieved a lot today. The engine's painted, the gearbox is painted, the diff's been painted, the springs are back in, the leaf springs are all fitted. It's another day. The car has been cleaned, so we've pressure washed the hole underneath the car, completely dried the car, and then glossed like that, undersealed it underneath with stone chip from Dinner Troll. So yeah, Dave, do some stuff. I need to stop telling you what I'm doing and start cracking on, but now we've got the parts, we can actually get this car looking freaking amazing.
Get out of here! Pigeons. I hate pigeons so much.
So these anti-roll bar links are very, very old, and normally you just replace these bushes themselves because as you see they get a bit perished and they split and fall apart, but this one here actually snapped as well, so it's good that we're replacing that. Look at that, look at them. These are uprated, super fast racing D-bushes.
These look fast as well.
Oh, these are top racing ones. Okay, so these link arms, that one there, is quite tight, but listen to this one. None of the goods. None of the goods. All of the goods. None of the goods. All of the goods.
Yeah! That's how you do it! That's what you do!
Loving it, loving it, loving it like this. Radio is what you're gonna need.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. I've been like vibes and ting.
So this side is all done. I wanted to do it first before I broke my fingers on camera. I made myself like an idiot. Check this out, and then I'm gonna roll on to the other side. Let's go.
Well, what's going on? We're gonna take the bolts out the bottom of the shock here.
Shocking.
Then we're gonna take the one out the top, and then you should be able to pull that shock straight up through the top.
Because Dave's the man.
And then I'm hoping the spring's not gonna delete my nipple.
Are you the guy that does the work when Sam doesn't want to?
Yeah, he'll make it out that he's working whilst the camera's on him for 30 seconds, and then he lets me do it.
Gonna get the work done, my name Dave. Gonna get the work done.
There you go. That was a bit anticlimactic.
Is your face okay, Dave?
Yeah, it still looks amazing, so we're alright.
I'm pretty sure you've got to undo these three.
No, that comes up first.
This is a strut tower that comes up.
The shock is
I
a
undid it earlier.
separate piece. Yeah, no, you got to undo that top mount first, mate. I think you do.
See if he gets the bottom out, shall we?
Yes, that bit just after you just take that off, and then that just comes off there, mate.
I thought it'd come out. Hang on, Dave, you just said it comes out there?
Yeah, no, maybe if we get some Adam's cable lube.
What's the best thing that you've learned from working with Sam?
I don't know.
You learned that money isn't important because with Sam you don't really get paid.
Yeah, I'm always broke as well, like him, so haven't learned anything like that. That is the ice cream sandwich lady, though.
This is what not to do with your Flex Tools gun. Oh, that was anticlimactic. Out with the old struts, in with the brand new ones. We're doing really good. And now it's on to getting these coil springs fitted. And most of you out there can understand how worried I am because this has to be one of the scariest jobs for any mechanic.
Hello. If you haven't seen my Mr. Bean video yet, the link is on the screen right now. It's the best video I've ever done in my life. Got arrested.
What do you think about Mr. Bean video?
Well, I wasn't invited to the day out, so I don't think it was that good.
That is awkward. Hello, Adam!
Hello. Would you work with Sam full time?
Absolutely not.
He doesn't mean that.
Off with the
coil spring compressors. This isn't as scary because all the bolts are kind of in this time, but it's still scary. We're going to get this out, we're going to let the jack out of the way. We'll then fit the new D-bushes and anti-roll bar. Then I'm going to go because my wife is going to see Brian Adams tonight. And I think that might be code word for Leroy the neighbour. Leroy's a white man.
I'm not the neighbour.
What are you doing tonight?
I think I'm going to see Brian Adams, eh?
Dave, let's get this in.
I think we should just take it up, you know, mate. We've got a ramp that was supplied.
A massive thanks, Garage Equipment Online. Go ahead and take it up.
Let's go up. Make life a bit easier.
New springs, all fully painted, new gas struts. Looking a bit spangly in there, my friend. Absolutely spangly. Right, anti-roll bar.
A bit of Mustangs on his head.
Still there, isn't it? A bit of...
Hold on. That's the only proof I've got done anything in this car. Wait until I go home, so my missus can go and meet Brian Adams, right? Dave over is going to be like, oh, we only managed to get a sandwich at the shop. Wow. That fits more gooder.
Yeah, that's much better, bruv.
Everything's a two-man job.
What's that? That's why Nicky's going to see Brian Adams.
Brian and Adam are both having a go.
Dave is definitely a lovely man. Leave my girlfriend alone, please. Brian.
I thought she was your wife, not girlfriend, or is that someone else?
No, it's someone else. Yeah, I don't mind what he does with my wife. It's my girlfriend I'm concerned about.
Dang.
Another job done. Shocks in, springs in, anti-roll bar
In.
It has been a long day. I'm knackered. We've got the front end roll bar room, we've done all that work. I'm going to leave Dave to do some more work. All right?
Just today, yeah?
Just today.
Just do that.
It's, what is it, only
That's
10 a.m.?
2 o'clock, isn't it? Yeah.
It's 2 o'clock in the PM.
Not much to do, mate.
You're going to be all right, yeah?
I'm fit a brake booster.
Oh yeah, better get on that as well, you lazy face.
Right, you ready to get some actual work done without no distractions now?
Yeah, we'll probably actually get some work done now. Sam ain't here.
Excuse me?
Oh, I'm still here.
It didn't take long from Dave to turn the car from this to this. And I tell you what, Dave's got his work cut out. What a legend.
Wow. Great success.
Great success.
Talking of great success, Dave has done a fantastic job. But making sure these steering arms are the right size will make sure that the tracking is perfect. But after this, we're going to go for full tracking to make sure it's perfect. But I tell you what, how good does that look?
So Dave has done an amazing job fitting those inner track rod ends and the outer track rod ends. It's looking pretty goddamn good. The engine is nearly finished. We've got gaskets to replace and a temperature sensor. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in here, I'm going to clean all the engine bay up. I'm going to wrap all this cabling up because it's all wrapped in the moment of PVC. And it looks a mess. So I'm just going to take this off, re-wrap it in fabric tape. It's going to look a lot better.
We do this to all our cars, and I tell you what, it's not needed, but in my opinion, it looks fantastic. A couple of hours of hard graft and your engine bay wiring will look fantastic. Now on to making sure we wire wheel the underneath and the brake drums, because we need to make this car look fancy.
One down, one to go.
And talking of fancy, look how good this looks. We have come so far. I honestly think that undersealing and protecting all these parts are going to give this car such a good future. Now onto that engine and transmission, because it's all starting to come together and it's all looking nothing less than remarkable.
The rear drums look freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's much better, isn't it?
We are doing all right. We're doing okay. We undersealed the whole car, but we do need lunch. Herbies? Chinese?
Herbies or Chinese?
Chinese? You decide. Chinese! It is all going back together. We're going to wire brush, clean up distributor. I want to get that back in the hole. It's going to be a lot easier to get it in the hole now than it is later. Bit of lube, bit of turn, spin on that tang. But yeah, we're doing all right, Dave.
We're doing good.
Don't sound too confident.
We've had a Chinese, so we're feeling confident.
Yeah, Chinese was the winner. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
It's now on to putting on those really important parts like the sump and the rocker cover, ensuring we have no leaks. Can you believe this engine used to look like this and now it looks like this? It looks brand new.
So the distributor itself, I went to put back in the hole and I forgot where it went. I've marked on the distributor where my leads are going. That didn't help me find the location. It could either be 180 degrees out, it could be out altogether. But my mate Matt, in our new Boxo editing suite, looked up the original video and found exactly where the cables come through. So, turns out Matt actually knows what he's doing. We're doing really, really well. We're doing a bit too well, which is a silly comment to say.
You've said it now.
I've said it now, so it's all going to turn to shit. We're going to put the engine back in the hole, engine mounts back in. We've got brand new engine mounts on here as well. Let's go. Engine back in the hole.
This was such a stressful part of the job. That engine looks so good. I don't want to damage it or the car in any way, shape or form, and taking my time meant that it went all right.
That was ridiculous. That just went in the hole like that. Like that. That's ridiculous.
And now onto those engine mount bolts, making sure they go through perfectly and don't come loose. It's quite important, really.
You ready or what?
Yeah, I'm just getting the socket ready, mate.
My name's Dave and Team Forever. Look, the whole of the car is completely undersealed front to rear. There's no paint flaking off anymore, new shocks, new struts. They're looking really, really good under here. These spangly little black tings. Tings and duck. Ready? Gearbox. Keep the lever. Ah! Hang on, Dave, I can't. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh! That was really hard.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Douchebag. Oh my god.
How much does he overreact?
Not even a little bit. Just a...
You can tell it's payday, because Dave ain't being horrible to me.
This is an automatic transmission, which means it's going to be a bit harder to align than a normal car. Those torque converter bolts have to go through the flex plate perfectly to ensure the perfect fit.
So look.
Ow!
You alright?
Really? Yeah.
You're gonna be okay, little Davey. How much did the thumb hurt? So basically, Dave was taking the mick out of me, hurting my thumbnail for like ages. And then the old Karma Chameleon got back at him, didn't it, Dave?
Did. I've also got a deleted thumb now.
That's all there.
Sorry, Madge. Punched you in the camera.
So the transmission is now fitted, and now I'm gonna
Clean up the prop shaft and paint it gloss black, because blue looks a bit cat considering the car is green.
And cleaning up that prop shaft and getting all that old paint off is imperative for the new paint to stick. Now it's onto the gearbox mount and the handbrake cable and throwing that exhaust back on.
That resonates through my noggin.
That one's a different size.
You told me they'd be cars! As Dave says, she told me she was 12. So, 3/4 of the exhaust on. Last bits to do is these tailpipes, which are not very nice to fit, but we are getting there. So, exhaust is on. I think we're going to start welding now. Get our new Artec welder out, and then we'll get the wire brush in here, which is going to be very scary, because
It's gonna go.
that's going to get bigger and bigger, I think. So the video has been very fast paced, but considering we thought we had 30 days to do this, the time got reduced to 10 days very, very quickly. I'm going to whip the inlet manifold back off because I made a mistake. There should have been these really small little plastic binders in the back. So without guessing it, I'm going to whip that back off. We're going to replace those. Carburetor on, distributor back on, HT leads. Yeah, we are really, really doing well. I just got to take my time. These last bits are going to take a lot of time and they've got to be right. So the customer has requested that we replace the carburetor. It's got a manual choke on it with an automatic choke to make it a lot more modern. So I tried to find one in the UK, couldn't get one anywhere. So I reached out to Summit Racing in America and they got one in a day and a half. I mean, that's really when you start realizing how good these companies are that are out there. Holly carburetor, nice and shiny, and that will plonk straight on there.
Pulling these old studs out is important you do it right, but don't worry about damaging those old threads because we're going to put brand new ones in anyway.
One of the things you've got to take into consideration is the thread difference. This one's got a coarse thread on one side and a fine thread. So that's a UNC and UNF. It stands for UN coarse and UN thread fine. And they just twiddle in lovely. We've got nothing on the bottom, we've got to make sure there's nothing attached to the bottom, it's nice and clean. And that will plonk on just like that.
Not only does adding a new carburetor to your engine make it look nicer, but I can assure it's going to perform so much better.
We're using 2050 oil. This will take about 7 litres. We're going to throw 5 litres in. Then we'll check where the oil level is. And then we'll go from there. Because I'm pretty sure this takes about 7 litres.
And now it's onto the ignition system. Making sure that all those HT leads are in the right place first time will ensure that when we start this car, hopefully it starts first time. And then a little bit of a tweaking of the timing, and hopefully this beast will come back to life.
Okay, this is the first start since the full rebuild.
Ready?
Yeah. I'll turn on.
That did scare the living shit out of me, but I can assure each and every one of you that there was no damage to the engine. It's just about getting that timing right and getting that fuel into the cylinders at the right time.
Hey, on. Go on. She runs. We're happy with that. It is pouring gearbox oil out the front because we haven't put a radiator in it. But that is a positive thing to finish on today.
So Sam's had to stay in Manchester last night. He is currently on his way back, and he is picking up the new wheels on his way back. We're just going to chuck the wheels on the car so we can roll it forward a bit. We've got a few bits to do before he gets back, so yeah, let's do it.
This is the first time in 5 days this car has been back on its wheels, and now it's onto the aesthetics.
So we're now going to get the interior out of the car. We're going to get all the seats and the carpet out because the seats need sending off to the upholstery place because all the padding has collapsed in here. So we're going to get repadded, and then I believe we've got a whole new carpet for the car as well. And then if I'm feeling up to it, I'm going to take the dash out, which won't be fun.
What have we got to take the dash out?
Because we're fitting a whole new air conditioning unit to it. The guy wants AC in our lovely British weather. And turns out there's a little hole in the bottom, underneath, in the floor. So yeah, you got to undo the nuts from underneath.
It's now onto the disassembly, and I'm really starting to lose faith that we're going to get this done in time.
So we've got the front seat belts out, and now to get the rear seat belts out, we need to take these door cards off. So we're going to get these door cards off first. They need to get painted anyway. And yeah, then we can get into these bolts up here.
And what Dave finds behind here is absolutely horrendous.
Wow, there is it might have been a mouse or something in here at some point. Come have a look at this, Matt.
Oh,
It's a nest of some sort.
wow.
So it's put some smiles on people's faces over the years, but also accommodated a whole family of mice. But now it's onto the full teardown of that interior, ripping out the carpet, ripping out the center console. And I said to you at the beginning, I know this car doesn't look bad, but it just shows what a car can hide. Talking of hiding stories, let me tell you a way of making sure that your car on your driveway also doesn't hide a story.
With a few screws and a lot of very sticky double-sided tape, the front carpet is out, and now we can start taking the dashboard out.
Did you know that Car Vertical checks hundreds of databases across the world, from American cars like this one to your modern car on your driveway? Doing a Car Vertical check on your classic car like this one, or the modern equivalent, will ensure that it hasn't got a hidden story. And if it has, like this Mustang, you want to know what happened and when it happened. First of all, these amber notices says the car has had damage. Scrolling down, I can see straight away this has had an appalling accident to the front. Would you want to put your kids in a car that has been repaired like that? And on top of it, I can do a title check. Clicking on the title check shows me the car has been salvaged, which means there's been a record found. This car's been in an accident, it's been written off by the insurance company.
And if that had happened to your car, I'm sure you would want to know about it. Use the code HARDUP right now to save yourself a whacking great discount. Thanks, Car Vertical. Stay remarkable. Okay, so with the deadline moving along fast, it's on to the welding. And I just want to say a massive thanks to the legends at Artec. If you need an Artec welder, there will be a discount in the bio below. First of all, I got my grinder from Flex, which one of my favourite features about this is that the fact that the actual head itself moves around. The batteries are interchangeable with every tool. We're going to try and find the original metal and then we're going to get some steel plate and weld it in there, and then re-contour and make up this part here.
Using a sanding wheel will allow me to buzz through all that rust and any filler that has been there before. Getting back to the original metal is important because if you leave one part, it will rust again.
So what we're going to do is this piece here, although it is metal, it is still pretty corroded. So I'm going to replace this piece of steel here, replace the piece at the bottom, replace the face, and then we're going to tack a little piece in out the back as well. So let's do it.
Okay, on to the scary part, cutting out that good original metal. We've made our template, so we know that we've got the right piece of the puzzle. Then it's on to welding our template straight back into place so we can ensure that our contour is correct. This is a tough job, but using our new Artec welder ensures we're going to be able to glue those pieces of metal together properly and first time. Now it's on to grinding it back and making sure that it looks as good as it feels.
Okay, so what I've done is this is a twin skin car. So you've got an outer skin and an inner skin. So if you look in here, I've just welded a brand new piece inside and seam welded that in. So that's the new inner skin. And then what we're going to do is we're going to now fit the outer skin, which is going to be a bit more time consuming. But we've also seam welded that on the inside as well, so no more rust will get in there. But yeah, it is coming together. I am very, very happy. A massive thanks to all of my sponsors, by the way, who have worked with me from the beginning. Because look, I've got my Flex Tools torch, I've got my helmet, I've got my Artec welder, I've got my grinders. I'm just set up for life. I'm Jason Donovan. Oh, and my Viper chair, the little welding chair. You know, I'm over the moon. Over the freaking moon, mate. Okay, so we've completely replaced that steel. We've replaced the inner seal, and we've also replaced the outer seal and this ridge. I mean, it's not perfect by any means, but it is a million times better. The rust has completely been cut out, and then we can put a tiny little skim of filler in there. It's got loads of filler in this panel already, but at least now we've got a lovely piece of steel there, and it looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Okay. So this is what I was on about by the door. It's got a couple of tiny little bubbles coming through, and I think it's worth trying to get to the root of the problem now. So, so you can see there is a lot of filler hiding these dents here, but this is the rust right there. I'm just going to get my welder, and we're just going to build up that face and then just buzz that back and make that nice and clean. The door is nice and solid all the way through, it's not rot all the way through. So with the back of the door done and looking good, it's onto the front, and I'm not too happy with this. I think this is going to escalate quite quickly. So let's hit it with the flapping wheel. So you can see she's pretty rusty, and the filler, someone has filled straight over it. So I'm going to get a pen, and I'm just going to take the grind out, and we're going to take a nice square out of that and then replace the metal with brand new steel, because as you can see, she's pretty crispy.
So with Sam repairing the door over there, we're going to open up this box and take a look at the new grille, and then have a look at getting that installed on the car. Yeah, the other grills, a few of the slats around here had snapped off, so we have replaced this.
What's up, Dave?
Grill's really good. Grill's really good. Well, I believe this nut is a 3/8 and we don't have any of them, so this is my 10mm.
We are the best.
With a spacer, and it won't fall out when I insert it into here, but it won't go in there because of my good bit of cardboard, so I'm going to have to reinvent this.
Having Dave on hand is honestly fantastic. This is a two-man job. While I'm welding up the doors, he's cracking on fitting up the grill. This is honestly a time crunch.
So after a bit of a struggle, the grill is now finally on.
High five!
Now we're on to the finishing touch of the badge.
Oh, the badge. So while he's been doing that, come with me, look. I've completely replaced that piece of metal in there. So now the door is nice and pretty. A little bit of finicking the guy will do at the body shop to make sure the door fits nice. But all the rust is completely gone on this side. Now to the other side.
Front badge is on.
Okay, so the welding has been completed on the bonnet. The welding's been completed on the bottom of the car. Now we've also got to put the audio system in. So we're going to put the bonnet on to protect the engine on its way to impulse audio. So we're doing all right. Ready, Dave? Yeah. Okay, now to see how well this shuts. Look at that. No more bullet pins. So I know it looks horrible, there's primer on there, but don't worry about that. That's basically prime it up so that it doesn't rust outside. The bonnet now doesn't need the pins to hold the bonnet shut. All you need to do is that. So, yeah, a lot nicer. That looks really, really clean. This car isn't perfect by any means, but it is coming along. Right, we have come so far. We're 90% done. We've got to fit the vintage air, which is going to be a massive, massive job. But I'm giving it to Watford, to the amazing guys at Impulse. They're going to install the audio. One less job for me to do, and I trust them. I want this job to be done absolutely perfect, and they are the experts. There's a lot of wires behind that dash that have been cut. We want to make sure that the install is absolutely perfect. We are so, so close. I reckon we can do this in time.
At this stage of a build, on such a short time crunch, giving a car to another company would normally be a scary thing. But I trust the guys at Impulse. I know not only are they going to drop everything for me and get this car done quickly, they're going to fit a sound system that sounds remarkable, works perfectly, gives the client everything he needs. But for me, they're going to make this stereo look like it's supposed to be there. So Gary took no time at all to collect the car from Impulse and honestly started immediately. We've got such a time crunch on our hands and Gary knows that. He's fillering every single panel apart from the roof. Making sure this car is completely straight is crucial. And then it's onto the satin paint. This is the base layer that goes underneath the gloss, but doesn't it look so cool in satin? And now onto layering it with several coats of clear coat. This is the part that's going to make this paint pop and look like it should. Wow, and just look at that. The car's back at the garage already and it looks unbelievable. This is a top tier paint job. I couldn't be there to see it, but I'm sure I'll see it very soon.
Okay, Sam, so we've got a little bit of a surprise for you here. You ready?
Bro?
We've got it back.
No way! Well, it's back already.
It's back.
Mate, it looks amazing. Mate, it looks like a different car, doesn't it?
Shining.
Ooh, she's shiny, baby.
She's good.
We're going to be there for a couple of days because I'm filming. Do you reckon you could crack on and do a few jobs for me?
Sure. So, we've got some stuff to do while Sam is not here. So we're going to go in the office, get all the aircon system, get it laid out and see what we've got to do. So it's convenient that Sam is away during one of the hardest bits of what we've got to do on the car, but Vintage Air sent us out the aircon system for the car. So we're going to unbox it and see what we got. One pump. I guess this is the condenser.
Sorry Dave, quickly, that just said do not open with a sharp object.
We definitely opened that with a sharp object. We didn't touch it though, so it's okay. That looks like the instructions, which we're definitely going to need. So that instruction is literally just for the condenser on how to bolt it to it. I think this is going to take a while.
What did it say online? 2 days?
2-day install, I think it said online, which I can believe right now. There's a full-on book in here. Look at that. Modern rodding. Who wants a rodding? That's good, at least we've got a book to read now.
How far did you get with the aircon install today?
With the book. That's what we need to do next, one of them. That is a job for Sam. I do not like wiring. I think I'm going to leave all this stuff in the box for now, this lot. Just start cracking on with it, I suppose. Read my new magazine.
Dave doesn't know yet, but he's got his work cut out. This bracket is just the first piece of the puzzle.
Now I've got to just bolt all the bracketry onto the condenser before fitting it. So again, just working through the instructions and bolting everything together, and then we can see how it fits up. So we've now got the condenser bolted into the car, got the dryer fitted, and these three pipes ran through.
Right, Dave, this looks like a headache, so is it necessary to take all this out?
Yes, we have to get that heater box out, or whatever it's called. This whole lot, because we're replacing that whole unit with the new one. There's one piece of it. I was under the assumption that they were going to come out together, but it looks like someone has glued the hell out of that at some point. There's the rest of it. That is going to be really fun to get that back in. We've got to do some firewall modification, basically, is what it's saying. We've got to remove the OEM vacuum lines and the grommet in the firewall.
You said you needed to modify the firewall.
I think we might need that. So the old heater box has been removed and we've now unboxed the new one. So the heater box is assembled. We put all the pipes in, ran them through here, ran all the wiring loom through as well. So basically all this lot goes through the bulkhead and this lot all goes into the engine bay. All this wiring, scariness.
Honestly, if you're considering fitting AC to any of your cars, I would really consider fitting a vintage air system. Every bolt lines up, every plug lines up, and it is really, really simple.
So after a lot of messing about, we've finally got the heater box all bolted in and the wiring's all run through under the bonnet. Just bolted the relay in here as well and an earth strap. And basically now we're just down to plumbing it in and wiring it up. So the hard bit is basically done now. So yeah, just a lot more messing around. So we've finished for the night. It's like 11 o'clock now. We're just down to wiring and plumbing it all in. And Sam can finish it off because I think I've done most of the hard work now.
I can't believe how much Harry, Dave and Matt have done since I've been away. I mean, the car's paint looks absolutely out of this world. And the realisation is we've got about 3 days to get this car finished and delivered to the customer. And it's very stressful. And I'm overwhelmed by the work they've put in, but overwhelmed by how much work we've still got to do. The first conundrum is the radiator. So the radiator itself sat on these brackets down here. And the problem we got is at the moment, this bracket here for the aircon rad is in the way. And we're trying to devise a plan of how that will fit and how it will fit nicely. Respacing out this condenser will allow us to fit the amazing cold case radiator in its original place, making this look absolutely OE. Oh, look at that. So yeah, look. A lot nicer. Fits perfect. Cut the heads off them bolts. We've got our bracketry that sits up here and holds the radiator in place. Like I say, we're very, very tight with our schedule, but on the same hand, we're at a point where this is the end, isn't it? The end is near, so we're doing really well. Yeah, so starting on the dash now, which is the lower part of the dash, and that will allow us to plug in our vents to the side vents, and then we can get the dashboard in, get that bolted back in. And our louvers have got nice adapters, so we should have some adapters that Dave's just fine to go on the back of here, which will allow us to duct our new louvers to the new aircon system. Like that. Ooh, louver. There we go, so our louver's in. Perfection. So we've got our beautiful dials in for the air conditioning, and now we're going to throw the dashboard back in the hole for the first time. What I will say is this vintage air kit, well, my opinion so far is that it's designed in a beautiful way. Someone has really gone above and beyond to design a kit that is nothing less than perfect. What's your opinion, Dave?
It's good, man. It's pretty easy. If you're mechanically minded, it's pretty easy to install.
Do you reckon a hobbyist could do it, or probably not?
Yeah, you could do. As long as you're willing to do stuff like this.
You're willing to have a go, yeah. Taking the dash out is a monumental task, and you know every part of it is very involved and very hard work. But you know what? The only people that fail in life are the ones that give up. Right, we'll go through the box because we've well organised everything. We put everything in bags. Which, if any of you at home are about to take a car apart, well, the best piece of advice I'll give you is go buy some sandwich bags and write every single thing on a sandwich bag. Doesn't matter how silly it is. Door handle screws in a bag. Door card, right. Window winder. All these little details are so important when it goes back together, because Dave knows as well as I do. We didn't do that before, did we, Dave?
No, you lose everything.
And you lose everything. Yeah, so we've got it basically in position. What we're going to use is our two outer bolts to make sure it's central, and then we can drop the steering column back down again just to move some bits around. But it's a lot of hard work here, it's ridiculous. And Dave's getting angry Millers. We're getting there, I think. Don't tell anyone. Dave's pretty angry. Ask Dave how he is.
You alright, Dave?
Yeah, mate.
It's now on to fitting our ducting, and cutting these to match our vents is crucial to getting that top part of the dash fitted correctly.
Sorry everybody at home, you didn't need to see that. Okay, so we've got all our vents into our dash and our vents either side and the centre vents, which is good. we just now have a million other things to put places. It's pretty overwhelming, this. Dave?
Yeah, mate.
Overwhelming much?
A little bit.
Little
There's
bit.
a lot of stuff.
How much like work percentage-wise would you say you've done in this car compared to Dave?
Look, you got to talk about it in a different way in relation to how much work has Dave physically done to what he's talked about doing is two different things. Because you got to understand, Dave is a talker, not a doer. I'm going to leave Dave.
Sam ain't here. So Sam's had to stay in Manchester last night. Sam's gone for his third poo of the day.
Right, I'm not going to be there for a couple of days. So what I've been doing is not a lot.
Which is weird, I must say. Again, he's not here.
My name's Dave and I want to do some work.
Talking of Dave doing work, he's done an amazing job so far. It's now on to putting these high compression aircon lines through and matching them up to the amazing condenser at the front. This kit has been designed very, very well, but making sure that it fits and it works first time is crucial to the operation of this AC system, and then including wiring up the aircon wires so that honestly it's got everything it needs to operate. This car is truly coming together, but I don't know if we're going to meet our deadline. Oh my god.
It seems once again you're the only one working on this car.
Yeah, Sam's gone for his third poo of the day.
And it's what, 11 o'clock?
Like 11:30. It always happens to be when it's the job that he doesn't want to do. Like wiring. And just fitting these inline fuses into the wiring. Hooking it up to the battery.
What are you doing, Sam?
Having Cheetos and I'm depressed.
Hard at work.
I'm depressed as well, but I have to work. But we're getting closer. The dash is basically back together.
Oh, and we got the wheels, didn't we?
And we've got the wheels.
So we need to get tyres fitted on them.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing is not a lot. I've lost enthusiasm, my truck's broke, Mustang's not finished, I've got a day to finish it. I just pulled my finger out my I'm gonna fit the boot carpet. Let's go.
Do something, yeah.
This boot mat came from Rock Auto, and I tell you what, it fits absolutely fantastic, covering up the lights, covering up the clasp, and even got a nice little boot cover for our original spare wheel.
It's a great day to be alive. We have our new water pump, which means we can get our aircon pump fitted, which means we can test the aircon system. We're doing alright actually. I'll tell you what, I ordered that from Real Steel, 70 quid.
Bargain.
Oh yeah, it's a freaking bargain. So our wheels are back and they are absolutely spangly. And now our bolts, so these are our old bolts on our thing, and as you can see, they're absolutely howling and they've got paint on them. So I'm going to throw them through our new Vapor Blaster. So if you want one of these, the link is in the bio below. This is the Vapor Max, so it's about as top of the range you can go. It's an industrial machine, and this will hopefully, with a little bit of squirtage, will clean this bolt up to brand new. Let me show you this.
This bit of kit mixes water with high compressed air, including glass media, to give you that amazing finish.
So all the bolts have been cleaned. Dave is silicon up the new water pump. And obviously the gasket comes with two gaskets. So it's two different styles, is it, Dave?
Yeah.
One's for an engine, obviously, if it's got a water jacket. This one's different. We're using the gasket for all our new vapor blasted bolts. And we're going to throw that back on, and then we can get this car back on the road.
I seriously cannot believe just how far this car has come, from now fitting the brand new water pump with its nice shiny nuts thanks to our Vapor Max. Also on top of that, our wheels have just turned up and they look absolutely stunning. The guys at the Wheel Specialists have done a fantastic job at diamond cutting these amazing wheels. And on to what I promised you earlier, a bit of paint on that AC bracket. Now all our HT leads are in, our aircon compressor pipes are in. This engine bay has seriously been brought into the 21st century. Look at that, it looks like it was meant to be there. And that is the love of vintage air, putting in so much time and effort into making it look original.
So left to do, we've got to get a new belt for the pump. We did get one, but Sam ordered the wrong size. We put the rear door cards in, we need to run the carpet and throw the seats back in, put the top part of the dash back in, but we've still got 2 days, so I think we're chilling. We've got loads of time, I think.
At least Sam's going to be here like with us tomorrow.
Yeah, no, he's not here tomorrow again.
We've never fitted a vintage air system before, and if all goes to plan, connecting this to a live, turning the ignition on, there should be a light in here. It says there's an illumination light. Ah! Cramp!
Who's your mate, man?
Try and slide those across, Dave. Oh! Unbelievable!
That worked.
Mate! Dave, we did something!
And it worked.
Are you a bit shocked?
Yeah. A little bit.
All installed, speakers all installed, stereo works absolutely amazing, got our rear panels on, got our dash tops to go in, mirrors to go in, carpet to go in. Like actually for the first time, a couple of days ago I was getting a bit overwhelmed and a bit down the dumps, to be honest, because I didn't think I could see the end of the tunnel. But the fact that the blowers just work has blown my mind. So home straight now, let's go.
We were given a small list of tasks.
Yeah, he rang me this morning, which is weird, I must say. Again, he's not here. So he's rung me with a list of stuff to do.
A quick hoover out of the interior, ready for our new carpet, is crucial to make sure it fits absolutely perfect.
So first up is the carpet. We've got it out of the box. It's looking fresh. This is the rear section, I believe. So we're going to get that in first. Then the front section. We've done this in the Snoop DeVille before, so hopefully it shouldn't be too hard.
We have fitted carpets before and they are quite simple, but this car has a slight conundrum. This car has an automatic floor mounted shifter, as you can see here. So that means we're going to use the old carpet as a template, cut the hole out and fit it in exactly the same place. Throw the back seats in and yeah, we are looking pretty goddamn good.
So the carpet is laid out where it needs to be. We've bolted the rear bench in and the front and rear seat belts. So now we're going to go for the front seats, I think, or the centre console.
And although Dave's saying it's so beep, honestly, it's just a lot of hard work, but he's done an amazing job. Those back seats look absolutely perfect. Now it's on to finding the holes and mounting the front seats so they also look rather lovely.
So we've got the carpet in. Carpet's in, all the seats are bolted in, seat belts are in. It's now just time to put the top of the dash in and connect up the heater hoses, connect up the clocks, and then yeah, we're basically there, bruv.
And now we're fitting the dashboard, and if only I was there to tell Dave, don't fit the top of the dash without fitting the instrument cluster first. Oh yeah, I kind of was there. Awkward.
So you got the dash in, Dave, so surely it's just put the clocks in now, right?
Now I'm going to take the dash back out because we've got to put the clocks in first, which is really great.
At least it was nice and easy to line up, right?
Yeah, easy, mate. Well, easy. Just gonna take this out because I really enjoy taking it in and out. It's really fun to do and stuff. So the dash is all in now. The interior is basically complete. All the trims are in. Yeah.
This car has come leaps and bounds. Just look how beautiful this interior is coming out. Even with the amazing stereo system that Impulse fitted, we've still got a lot of jobs to do. The steering wheel bezel is missing, but we are slowly knocking bits off our list. We are getting closer to our deadline, and the car is getting closer to being perfect.
So it's been 24 hours, let's see how Dave and Matt got on. It's all about time and getting this car done in time, and my life gets in the way sometimes. Sometimes my wife and kids, I have to prioritise them, but look at that, it's clean in here, lads. Oh my God, it's starting to look like a car again. Okay, that interior is unbelievable. Oh, you got the back seats and all it, mate. You've been a busy boy.
Today it'll be finished, I reckon.
I do love Dave's optimism, but it's now back to the list and making sure we don't forget anything. First of all, we're going to get that brand new winter coolant in it. We don't want this engine freezing up because we just put water in it.
So, lovely Dave come up with an idea on a tyre size, and I think that looks pretty special, to be honest. We don't want it too low profile. This isn't a resto mod. This isn't like a modern version of this. We're just trying to make it look better. I mean, the wheels match. They're a 14, these are a 17. And we're going to now take the wheels off, put them on, drop the car down and just see how they fill the wheel up. What do you reckon? Right, this is the moment. This is the moment!
Coming down.
Coming down! Mate, that's the size. So Dave knows what he's doing. Mate, I think that's the size. Should we throw him on the back quick as well?
Yeah.
Because like, do you want to just turn the steering, lock to lock? Because it might hit here. Yeah, you're good that way.
Good.
We're good! No modification one! Oh mate, it is lush in
Did that belt oil and fit?
Yeah, the 1350.
See? Should have let me measure it the first time.
It's a new battery, innit?
What's draining that then?
We must have left the ignition on.
Awkward.
You alive?
Yeah.
You can see my face here. I am so frustrated. This car has been running and driving perfectly, and now I've changed all the HT leads around, made it all look neat. It just won't run. This has to be a simple fix, but we're going to have to keep going at it to try and get to the bottom of it. Oh my God, the deadline is approaching fast. I don't even know if this is even going to get done.
Gone. It's not running particularly nice, is it? So it's running like rubbish, but only since we put the new HT leads on. And I found out it's because these HT leads don't fit very nicely into the actual top of the distributor cap. So it is, you are getting the arc across, so it is running, but not on all the cylinders. So we've just got to go through every single one. And like I say, when I take it off, they're very, very easy to get off, which is not good. That's not a good sign, you know, it's not a good connection. So we just been to Fairham Tyres, and we've now got rubber bands on our wheels, Dave.
Rubber bands.
Rubber bands, got our wheel caps back on. But yeah, we've got all our wheels done, and they look absolutely spangly.
Remarkable.
I'm so happy that the customer went with an authentic wheel. These cars looking like the original 14 inches but being 17 inches keeps the car looking modern yet with that classic look. Doesn't that just look absolutely freaking awesome?
Now it's trying to make the mirrors fit. They look amazing, they're painted well, but the screw holes are so ruined. We may have to put even more of these rib nuts in, which is a pain in the arse. So we just cleaned up the air filter. And we've got our sexy, this came with like 3 different washers on it, so we've got brand new galvanised washers, very nice. And if all goes to plan, this should fire straight up on the button.
So what happened earlier when it...
So the misfire was down to a couple of the HT leads were in the wrong place, which was my fault. Nothing I could do about that, apart from get it right next time. So stir up, Dave.
Turns out our running issue was a simple matter of swapping a couple of HT leads round. My fault, but I'll take it on the chin. Now it's on to going through the rest of the car and checking the underneath to make sure it's nothing less than perfect.
So we've been doing normal jobs all morning. We got the bulbs replaced, the lights replaced. We're now gassing the air conditioning up. So we're just taking that, it's taken 165 so far. It will hesitate and make the engine work a little bit harder because it is straining on the engine. But yeah, we are getting there. We are making headway. With any massive renovation like this build on this 1970 Ford Mustang, we are going to have a few niggles, and a couple of the parts that came weren't particularly right. We've changed them out, we've got the aircon freezing cold, the car is looking absolutely amazing. As you know, it's been in a garage, so I've called on my mate Sam from Far Detailing, spelled F-A-R-R. His link is in the bio below, and he says that he can make this Mustang look absolutely spiffing, right?
Yeah, of course. So what we're going to do, primarily get all the wheels and arches completely back to brand new. Hit the car with a full pre-wash to really lift that dirt off of the paintwork. It's the main reason why detailers exist, to make sure the wash method is correct and safe. Then wash over with a snow foam, and then once that's all rinsed off, get it with a contact wash, and then we're going to pull it in, get some niggly bits in the paintwork all polished up, ready for its new owner.
Love it. And on top of that, a massive thanks to Cartridge Pressure Washers, VP UK, for sponsoring me. Without them, we wouldn't have the apparatus we need. And do you know what? Hopefully some of the VP UK product they've given me, I'm going to pass on to Sam as well, and hopefully make his van a little bit more stocked up. So I'm going to stop talking and let him crack on.
Lovely.
So Sam from Far Detailing has gone above and beyond, but working with the legends at VP UK ensures that all the products we're using aren't going to deteriorate or damage my car. First of all, we're going for a pre-wash. We're just going to get some of that dirt and dust off that's there, and then we're going to hit it with some snow foam. The snow foam itself will actually grab hold of all the dirt and grime and hold onto it, so when we pressure wash it off, it will be attached to the foam and be removed properly. After that, it is on to a deep clean and a scrub down, and that will get those last particulates and dirt off the paint, and then a final rinse. Then a ceramic coat and a wipe off, and then on to our deep polish. The deep cutting on this polish means that we'll be able to take off the top layer of the paint, giving us that glass-like finish. A lot of this car wasn't repainted, including the side quarter panels and the roof, so making sure we polish them and bring them into the rest of the paint is crucial for this car looking nothing less than amazing.
It's only been a couple of hours. Oh my God. Look at that. Wow. It's like glass. No, I thought it looked pretty good before. To be honest with you, I thought it looked pretty good before, but now it's just... Wow. I mean, a massive thanks to Sam at Far Detailing. Absolutely freaking nailed it out of the park. I can't thank him enough. His link is in the bio. Anywhere in the country, he'll come to you, and he is the best in the business. Legend. Right, I've got to put my excitement aside because we've got no time. This car has to get back today. So let's load it up, let's get it back, let's get it delivered, and let's get his reaction, because if my reaction's like that, I don't know what his is going to be like. Let's load it up. So we're unloading the car. Hopefully Chris absolutely loves it. My heart's pounding. I think he's going to be blown away. Let's wait for Chris.
Just looking back on how far we have come from a car that the paint was scratched, the grille was broken, bonnet pins have been drilled through the bonnet, the carpet had mice living in it, and honestly, this car was a little bit of a wreck. It did run and drive, but now this car looks nothing less than amazing.
This is it. This is the be all and end all. Chris is about to walk through that door, and first impressions are everything. Heart is pounding. I've never met this man either, ever.
Hey man.
Here he is.
Oh, he sounds good. Hey, how's it going, mate? Whoa!
How's it going?
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Cannot thank you enough. Wow,
it has been hurdle after hurdle.
I know.
Lovely to meet you, Sam.
Listen to it purr.
How much better does it look? Looks phenomenal, and you know, the exterior is very pretty. We didn't paint the roof, we didn't paint the boot. Whoa, look at that! But it's look at that. 80s freezer cold, stereo works with your phone, reversing camera like you wanted.
Amazing, stunning, man.
Oh.
Look at that. It looks a bit different to when you
Looks
open it
a
up,
lot
right?
different, yeah. And obviously your bonnet pins are missing.
Yeah.
You had two horrible bonnet pins
Yeah.
through the hood,
Annoying.
which kind of looked a little bit sort of rough and ready. The new wheels. So we also got your fifth wheel. All your paperwork's in the boot, by the way.
Look at those.
But the seat padding, we had it all completely replaced and repaired. So now when you have a seat with your new carpet, I've got you some new mats as well.
Oh, dude, look at those. Oh my God. Look at this.
It's a lot more comfortable.
Do I look older or younger than the car?
Younger.
Given that we're the same
you look
age,
like a
I look
young man
younger
in
than
the
the
car.
car. Okay, young man in the car. Little screen here.
And basically our guys at Impulse completely changed the whole lower part of the dashboard.
Yeah.
So that it fits properly and the aircon fits in, it looks original.
So we're going to go for a spin, or what's the plan?
We're going for a spin, let's go for a spin.
Let's go for a spin.
Right, I'll be back.
This is the most important part of the build. Taking this car for a blast now ensures not only does the customer know the car looks amazing, but hopefully it drives just as good. This is the be all and end all. But what will his face say when we get back? Hopefully a smile is all we need. And a thumbs up from me means it's all going okay.
This is some car.
Oh,
Yeah.
and like even the new
Born on the same day as me, nearly, or like a month or two apart.
new carpet.
Beautiful.
Oh.
It's absolutely amazing. Like you've done you kept it perfectly authentic,
Yeah, you can't go too crazy.
but with cool
yeah,
which is basically what I was after. So you mission accomplished.
amazing. Oh, my heart's
Superb. Well done, dude.
Oh,
Amazing.
so you have to go to the lock bit.
Go in the lock bit
and
to
then
get the
out.
key out.
There
Yeah,
you
got
go.
you. Thank you.
There's a spare wheel.
Nice.
And then all your paperwork. I'll take that in
Amazing.
just in case.
Yeah. Sure. Fantastic.
Yeah, like I say, the only thing we didn't paint was boot lid
Yeah.
from there all the way up the whole roof. There's a few bubbles and stuff, but it's stuff you can add to.
Yeah.
But oh,
Wonderful. Lovely. That's really nice.
it's just a different car, isn't it?
It's a different car. So where is the camera hidden away?
Cameras under there. Where are they? Just there.
Imagine what they said in 1970.
What are you doing? You can't put a reversing camera on a Mustang.
Camera in a Mustang.
Even when you said it, I was like, oh, what are we doing?
I know,
and then
I
my
know.
guys were like, nope, I got you covered, and we hit it. So
It's so important because these cars, the visibility is not
Awful.
great, right?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
the internal visibility, particularly reversing. So, like, you know, the worst thing you could do is bump into something. Particularly, obviously, you've got chrome, haven't you? So, but looks amazing.
the exhaust
Wheels.
is obviously the original, but we painted that with
Yeah,
heat treated paint. undersealed. I did a video for you underneath the car.
You did, I remember, yeah. So the wheels make such a difference.
I think the wheels changed the whole
Are they
look.
16s? Yeah.
They are
17s.
Yeah, so 17s, but the guy that's the Mustang specialist in the UK goes, oh, go for a really low profile tyre. I looked at the picture, I was like, looks rubbish.
No, they don't look original, they look authentic.
They look
no
like
such
they-
thing as low profile tyres then.
Exactly.
So, but that's a great compromise.
I think that's a middle ground, and I had
You
to
get a
pay
little bit
extra
of
for
the
the
look.
centre caps to match your steering wheel. So they all
Amazing.
match now.
Amazing.
Oh,
Well done, mate.
God.
He's a relaxed man now, he's alright.
How can I get it done? And then I let you down a few times, and it's got to be right. You know, it's one of
Got
those
to be
things.
right. Got to be right. If it breaks down after 5 minutes, that's an unhappy customer.
Exactly. But I've done about 100 miles in it. I've been, back from home to work, and everyone.
Fabulous.
I live in a pretty real, like a built-up area, and everyone's like, "Oh my God!" So it's quite cool.
Keeping them awake.
And mixed between this and KSI's loophole on the drive, it was quite a selection.
Wonderful. Well done. Well done.
No worries. If you've got this far on the video, I can't thank you enough for watching. This has been a learning curve for me. Building a car to 100% that it can be was a hard task, but we did it with some amazing people, some great teams, and a budget which was hard, and it was tough. We've brought it into the 21st century, and we've done it with style. Massive thanks to Chris, the owner, for allowing me to throw my mark on his car. And I can't thank each and every one of you enough for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button, because 74% of you aren't subscribed. Hit the like button, give me a comment. What do you think?